Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are making our way through this colony, Lithid colony. Just took out some cultists. We managed to convince them that we were on their side and then attacked them anyway. And now we're gonna go through their stuff and see what's been going on here. What we can learn. Dyes, I don't really care about dyes. Appreciably cared for boots. That's odd. They're not just ordinary boots, they're specifically noted to be cared for. These boots are well maintained and clean, though their soles are thin from wear. Like, are those supposed to belong to someone that we can determine? Closed mind. Skeleton, just a bone. Letter from Ironfinger. She's going to put one in me any day. Cressa, who was initiated at the very same hour as I, all those years ago. She's going to put a parasite in my ear when I sleep. Can't bear to be without a pet to experiment on. Needs to have a thrall locked away so she can go further than Balthazar will let her. Cressa, I remember when we were just stomping on ant piles and raising them back up. Our very first deaths. I hope you remember somewhere. Cressa sounds like a familiar name.
The chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
An Ironfinger. Both Cressa and Ironfinger sound slightly familiar to me. But currently I can't place it. That's the path we came in through. Let's check out this section. Harry Henry's journal. We just murdered Harry Henry, so I wonder what we can learn about him now. These slick innards, these fluid chambers. How long have we been here, making thralls? I don't want to any longer. Miracle is drowned out in my head by my own spiral fears. The Bone Lord doesn't want a coward. None of this looks real. I'm in a kraken belly. I'm turned inside upside. I'm dead. A Miracle's gray waste always sounded peaceful. Not like this. So he wanted out, but didn't know how to get out. No, don't reread it. Just take it. I mean, he was still doing terrible things, so I don't feel overly bad that we killed him. But it's like, wish he could have gotten out earlier. Potion of Greater Healing. We will gladly take that. We can always use more healing potions. We'll leave the door. We'll check that out later. Mistress of Souls research log. Experiments on the first one, day 4. Again, I've noted a fluid leakage from the oral cavity and have ascertained the cause. Due to the unusual method of parasitic insertion, the secretions of the creature within are leaking out, rather than being absorbed by the brain, as we have noted in other thralls. I cannot say why the parasite is evacuating this oil, but it has the scent of garlic. We now know indicates it has fed on the host's brain matter itself. I've collected a sample of ear fluid. So rather than going through the eyes, this one went through the ear, giving it different reaction. Day 5, vivisection day today. Showed no sign of pain as I was unraveling the long intestine, but instead it grabbed the organ as if it were a rope, reached to wrap it around my neck as if to strangle me. But all the strength in its 4 arms is quite gone. Had to thread the guts back into the body. We'll try again another day. Well, that is gross. What else do we have in here? Cressa's notes. Was Cressa one of the ones we just killed? Oh yeah, Cressa Bone Daughter. Well, that would explain why the name sounded familiar. An Ironfinger. Okay. I was like, those names sound familiar. I just fought them and killed them. Alright. I'm caught up now. I've seen 1,000 ears. Some have the reflexes to twitch when they know the worm is about to burrow. The worm takes longer to get through the through if the entry hole isn't cleaned. I've taken to torching them with an ear candle. It all makes for dull work. I'm tired of ears. I'm tired of my only order being create thralls. Apparently all we need to know about the brain is being handled by the Chosen. I'm forbidden from studying these dull thralls. I need a new one. One that Balthazar doesn't know of. A creature of exceptional will, like my old dear pet, can keep fragments of its own mind while affected by the parasite. We need to know why.
We will take the city. Every soul.
I'm trying to... She's not talking about Ironfinger, is she? I don't know. Maybe. Like that, there's a connection between Cressa and Ironfinger, and they both talked about a pet. But I'm not fully connecting the dots. This is a very red room. Looks like that should be a doorway we can go through, but the camera won't go any farther that way. So it's just a dead end. Alright, lastly, this room. Journal of Magthew Booge. I remember life as country surgeons back in Nashkel. We only ever wanted to be the best, to learn how to staunch any mortal wound. How did we get here? Cressa hasn't been herself since her pet True Soul was shipped out of on that nautiloid. I haven't been able to so much as touch her. I find myself growing green at the thought. My own wife revolts me with those experiments. Not really my wife any longer. I thought getting that favorite creature dispatched would bring her back to herself, but she pines for the damn feral corpse with aching need. If she finds out I ratted out to Balthazar that she was keeping it and got it sent away, she might kill me. Okay. This, I think, is talking about the Dark Urge. From what I know of the Dark Urge, which is limited, but the Dark Urge canonically exists even if you aren't playing as them. And I think that's what they're talking about here, is that she was experimenting on the Dark Urge as her own secret pet. Yeah. I think that's what we're talking about here. Can't say with confidence. At some point I do want to know more about the Dark Urge playthrough, but I don't know, like, this game is so long, I don't know if I'm going to take the time to play through the whole game a second time just to see the Dark Urge's story. If I do, it won't be right away, but I am curious about the Dark Urge. Alright, get over here, guys. Okay, we've got another room over here that we're not directly connected to, but we might be able to shoot through to attack. And they've got restoration pods. We haven't seen those in ages. Wonder if that means that we can't actually get over there? Or since they've trapped us in here, maybe that's their way of handling it. Part of me was thinking that they had just put that there stylistically, but then blocked it off from our approach. But no, it does look like we can go through this door to get there.
Assembled.
So we've got a path over here, which is where our restoration pod is. Or we can continue going south. Restoration pod could be useful. We're down quite a few spells. And we've finished off both of our short rests. So I'm good with going there first. It wouldn't surprise me if they put the restoration pod, though, in a location with the intent that we rest before.
How many
Why does the dialogue keep getting cut off? Hopefully to Nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place? I don't know. Oh. There he continued the dialogue. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so we've got several nautiloids that we're able to see. But yeah, part of me was wondering if they were putting this restoration pod here so that we could heal right before the Catholic fight. Or some major boss fight.
Evacuate.
Nothing of note. We could use that, which would take us somewhere. That'll bring it back. Let's use the restoration pod. And that does give us our short rest. It does not. Well, shame. We did get our spells, though.
Descend. Liberate.
I'm not certain I want to go down there quite yet. Oh, and we can just keep reusing this. Brilliant. Let's explore other places first. Drop down a save just in case. But the fact that we keep hearing a voice telling us to descend, and there's this big... I mean, that looks like a boss fight area, or something major area. So I'd rather hold off on that for now. Let's see what we have over here. Zombies. Alright, that wasn't expected. Okay, Death Shepherds. We've fought those before. Long time ago. Some winged horrors. Level 3, you're level 6. Is there anything in here that's actually dangerous? Level 7 zombie. Okay, you're getting to the dangerous point. So we've got some level 7 zombies. One, two, three, 4 level 7 zombies. And a Death Shepherd. I think the Death Shepherd gives benefits to all of their undead nearby. Allied undead within 30 feet are resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing. Yeah. What about greater zombies? Do you have anything special going on? Not particularly. When reduced to 0 hit points, you regain 1 hit point instead. Except if it's radiant. So we'll need to do some radiant damage to some of these undead, but I think we want to take out the Death Shepherd because he is helping his allies. You need to take out your temporary hit points, which will then make you no longer resistant to everything. And then wreck you. Lightning bolt almost actually reaches him. How about that? So if we step forward a bit, then do lightning bolt. It looks like this doesn't actually stop. I was worried that that would block the attack, but it doesn't. So if I shift over, can't really shift over. I shift over, hoping I could get this guy as well in the blast. But I think just hitting those 4 is about the best I can do. Okay, you only have 4 temporary hit points left. Perhaps I should have done haste. Perhaps I should have. I could have her cast haste on herself. It's not a terrible call. She has a high enough defense that there's a reasonable chance that she won't be hit and lose concentration. Probably also has a decent enough constitution.
Whatever experiments Balthazar performed here, I fear he made more than thralls and ghouls.
I could dash her up there. She wouldn't be able to attack then. Or I could bring her here and have her just finish off kind of both of these. Well, finish off you, get a swing in on that one, and then maybe walk a touch farther. No, don't want you to take the attack of opportunity. It's fine. No, don't go after Varric. Paralyzed, come on. Not cool. We did a conjure elemental. Where can you conjure it to? Okay, you can go pretty far. There's enough enemies here that I'm inclined to
No rest. Be you wicked or wise.
try out this elemental spell. And fire sounds fun. Although water would help for potentially... No, it's just cold damage. No, it does create a puddle of water around the impact site, which does help for electricity attacks. So maybe we do go with water. You're just resistant to cold. No one else particularly cares about cold. I think water. Let's have you summon a water elemental. Just at the very edge of how far you can. And that's it for your turn. Paralyzed Varric. Not cool, dude. But that's ghouls for you.
What should I do?
Let's see. Do you have anything that helps with paralysis? Probably not. Turn all undead you can see? I mean, that one's tempting. I think he gives turn resistance to those that are near him. He can't be turned, and then the undead ward is just bludgeoning. So he doesn't actually prevent those nearby from being turned. Alright. Yeah. Let's get you as far forward as we can. Have you do a jump. Then you can move.
Got to move.
Now you can see lots of undead. Try turn undead. That's not hitting a huge area. 35%. I mean, that is a terrible percentage. And they're all just level 3s, and you only have a 35% chance to succeed. I don't know about that, then. That feels extremely wasteful. If I did Spirit Guardians instead, it doesn't quite hit, and we're not close enough. Mistakes were made. I don't have... I think... Jaheira has... freedom of movement. But I don't think we have that on Shadowheart. It's a bit of a shame. You guys don't actually have a weakness to Radiant, shockingly. Yeah, that's still outside of range. Alright, whatever. It's fine. 2 hit points left. What a shame. Alright, you're still alive. But you're coming up to us. No rest for the wicked. Raise a fallen undead with all of its hit points. That's annoying. Yeah, we gotta take that guy out fast. Which obviously was already the goal. Varric needs to get unparalyzed. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Yeah, that's gonna turn out real bad real quick. So we can just attack, which makes the puddle of water. Winter's Breath. 46. Buffet with your hardy aqueous fists. Elemental warp. Surrounded by silver mist, you teleport to an unoccupied space you can see. %65% on that. Is it the same with all of them? So this one... doesn't say they get a save or anything, and it's not an attack roll. It's just an area. And ideally I'd want to hit this guy and one other. I can't believe there's not actually any sort of attack or save, it just does damage. Unless it only does damage if they're burning. But I would think it would do the damage, and then that's an additional thing that carries on as well, that if they happen to be burning, then they go to rapid cooling and become brittle. I gotta try it, at least, just to see how it works. Okay, they do take the damage. Did they really not get... No, it totally got a saving throw. DC 16. And it was a con save. Yeah. So why does it not say that it's a con save? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But that definitely should tell you it's a con save. Ow. Haha, fall on the ice, please. Man, there's so much going on. Alright. If you could safely get there without falling over, you get lots of attacks on him, which would feel great. Could have you Misty Step to like here, because that's not on ice. I'm willing to waste the bonus action and a second level slot to ensure that she can get over there. She's still concentrating on haste? Yes. So that'll ensure that she gets over there safely and can get 4 attacks on him, which feels like a good call to me. You are not doing anywhere near the level of damage I was wanting you to be doing. You missed on a 91%. Alright. You can let him live. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. Alright, Varric's gonna die. Just the nature of being paralyzed. We could do freedom of movement. Yeah, freedom of movement, and then Shadowheart could heal him.
By your command.
We're gonna do it. So I really want him back in the fight.
Need to stay focused.
Shadowheart. Could do mass, but we don't have enough people that are hurt enough to worry about it. We'll do cure wounds at a higher level. Provoke an attack of opportunity, 2 of them, to get over there. That's fine. Yep. Totally fine.
Take you.
There you go. That is unfortunately the end of your turn.
For the fallen.
And you do healing word. I feel it's needed. You've got a lot of spell slots. We'll do a higher level healing just to get him a touch healthier. Call it good enough. Healing word is such a worthless spell until someone's dropped. But, oh well. Alright. It's Water Elemental's turn again. Really want this guy dead. Could hit those 3. I guess that's kind of it. We can hit those 3. And that's not hitting any allies? No. You are nearly dead. You still have a lot of health. We could actually... Oh, we could hit all of those. That, I think, is even better. We leave the Winged Horror alone. But we get... What is that? 4 enemies? 5 enemies? One hit point. It's always 1 hit point. But also, this guy is tanky. We can't actually see your stats. Trying to see... How much health do you have? 114. Because I know it's been hit several times, and it seems to be fairly unharmed. 1 hit point, though. Come on. Okay, and Varric can't be paralyzed anymore because freedom of movement. So even if they hit him, we're still good. Okay, you are kind of horribly surrounded. Is there any I know we are resistant to several things. Are we immune to any damage types? We aren't. So I was thinking if we could just drop a fireball on ourselves. Although we've got too many allies right next to us that we would hit. I'm just thinking something like that feels pretty good. Are either of them concentrating? No. Minthar is the only one of us that's concentrating on a spell. So I'm not going to snap anyone out of a spell if I do this. And I could do Careful Spell, which means that they will make their saving throws, guaranteeing they take half damage. Alright. Let's go big. Actually, can I put it in such a place that it misses Jaheira? Because she's on the edges, so it wouldn't surprise me if I can still hit the rest of them. Yeah. Then it's just myself and Shadowheart that would take the hit. No, that's showing tons of attacks of opportunity. It's having Varric walk to get over there. Stay... Okay. Never mind. I want to cast it, and it's like, no, in order to cast it, Varric needs to move. No, he doesn't. Stand where you are and cast your spell. But if I want to hit it on a point somewhere else in order to hit that guy, it thinks Varric has to move to do it. So I can't hit that guy with his one hit point, because I have to just drop it on my own feet, because if I try and cast it on anyone else, I'll take attacks opportunity to walk somewhere pointlessly. Like, you can... I feel like there should be some means of me saying, no, stand where you are and cast your spell. Like, don't try and walk somewhere. Stand where you are and cast. Like some button to push. And there's not. Alright, just drop this on your own feet. It's fine. We won't hit that guy. I'm just minorly bitter. Alright. Yeah, we did some damage to our allies. Let's see how much. Shadowheart was hit for 14. I was hit for 8. Jaheira was hit for 20. Dude, we rolled high on that. 40, then cut in half. Yikes. Do I take all the attacks opportunity to try and run out of here? I think not. We'll just stand there.
Fresh orders?
Okay. Please, kill him. There we go. That'll make the rest of this fight far easier. We do have a couple of greater zombies here. Let's just take out some of the weak fries at the moment. Alright, you're dead. Solid hit. Didn't kill it. It's funny that we got the Cull of the Weak hit, but because we didn't do radiant damage or a crit, it survived. Fun. We don't have any means of doing radiant with anyone besides Shadowheart. They're immune to poison, right? That's what that symbol is? Yeah, we're not going to do poison. Heat metal be pointless. Do a bit of thunder damage. They're all bunched up, which is why I'm looking at my area attacks. Could do something like Ice Storm. Again, just hit this giant area. Just keep hitting my allies. I feel a little bad by that, but it's fine. Wow, that actually managed to kill a bunch of them. I guess after they drop to 0 once, then another kill actually kills them. So there were probably a bunch of them that were at 1 hit point. Nah, whatever.
What's the plan?
So you don't have the ability to come back. But I'm guessing... Yeah, Undead Fortitude. But then you died and you lost Undead Fortitude. Got it. Well, probably should have you take out any of them that are nearly dead. I mean, that one. $85 there. 4 to 24 damage, 2 to 16. You have to roll pretty high for that to be a kill. Alright, go with this. There you go. Another one down. Yeah, just keep attacking the water elemental. I do not mind. So bonus action could teleport you elsewhere. That greater zombie is still alive, just prone. So I'm thinking we teleport you basically here. And then you can do the same thing you've been doing because it works super well. It's a big ol' area attack. Don't really want to hit that. Looks like it thinks it's not hitting it, so that's fair. So just hit all of them. Make sure we miss Minthara. Oh, haste broke. Now she's lethargic. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, we've got some injuries on a lot of us. Could do the same thing. Fireball again. Might knock out Minthara, which wouldn't be ideal. What if we go to Shadowheart first? No. Jaheira first.
I think we have given offense.
You can't do Mass Cure Wounds. You've already used your 5th level spell. Shadowheart first. Mass Cure Wounds. Get a heal on everyone. Okay, just making sure that we were correctly clicking on people and not like the undead on the ground. Because that would feel very foolish. Might as well heal up our water elemental. Call that good. Some good healing on all of us. Then Varric can drop his fireball and not have to feel as bad. So that's going to use just a single spell point. Just making sure it hits all of them. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good at injuring them fairly well. They have a lot of hit points, though.
Orders.
Probably I'm going to want to go back to the rejuvenation pod after this to heal up. Because, yeah, we're using a lot of spells. But it was also a very tough fight. Let's ice knife this guy. Didn't seem like it did that much, all things considered. I want you to get over there if possible. Can you... You can jump into the ooze. Just thinking that for next turn it would be good to have her over there with, say, Spirit Guardians on. So avoid the ice. Don't go necessarily next to them yet. I'd rather they keep focusing on the Water Elemental and Minthara. Maybe not Minthara while she's stunned. Or lethargic. Alright, Water Elemental. More of the same? Could. Might turn all that into ice, though. But I still think that's one of my better options. It's not actually doing that much damage. Oh, are they resistant to cold? Oh. How did I not notice that earlier? Well, all of these do cold damage, unfortunately. But at least some of these would still be doing a reasonable amount of bludgeoning. So maybe I should be doing a lot more multi-attack. And that did, in fact, turn that to ice. So that's a bit more awkward of how I get Shadowheart over there. Huh. Alright. How do we get rid of all of you? Yeah, these greater zombies just have a ton of health. Luckily, I can go here. And we're not going to hit Minthara, and we can hit all three of them. We don't hit that one, of course. That's not a bad call. Just keep dropping fireballs on them. They're not immune to fire, no. Any other option? I mean, I'm just not lined up for a lightning bolt. There'd be a good line kind of through there, maybe, if I could get over here in a safe manner, but I doubt... I mean, I could Misty Step. I could Misty Step here, and then I might be able to pull off a lightning bolt. I'm fine with just a fireball. It's fine. Sorry. Forgot that she was in the goo, and the goo was flammable. Alright, they're getting there. We just need a little bit of radiant damage, and then that one needs some good hits. Alright, you died. You still have your fortitude. You also have your fortitude still. So let's try and kill you with radiant. Critical miss. Alright, fine. It's good enough. We're getting to the end. This is a big fight. Oh, it's just water at this point. All the ice and then the fire created water, which I guess makes sense. Trying to think of what spells I have that are actually useful. Like a firebolt, 45%. That is terrible because it's intelligence based. She got that as a high elf, I'm sure. She's a wisdom based caster. Could do call lightning. Don't think it's really that necessary this late in the fight. Light. Can't target undead. Of course not. And we could do something like Ice Knife. But that would again create ice on the ground that we'd have to deal with. And they're resistant to cold. I kind of almost forgot that again. She has so many ice spells. Or poison. Or necrotic. Alright, just shoot him with your bow. It's fine.
Can't give up. On the move.
Let's just put you in the center and do Spirit Guardians. Radiant damage. I did choose Radiant, right? Good. Is it just the greater zombie left? A single one? Perfect. Let's go multi-attack on it. Still alive, 5 hit points. Hey, level up on only Shadowheart. Weird.
There is work to do.
So Shadowheart reached level 10 before the rest of us. I mean, we're all close.
Despite everything.
I'm 10 XP away.
I am listening.
Minthara, same, 10 away.
Yes.
Jaheira, 10 away.
Wits and blades always sharp.
You somehow got there first. Alright. What are we doing for level 10? Health increase, that's fine. You get a 5th level slot. You already had 5th level spells, so you just get another slot. And a new cantrip. And then Divine Intervention. You can cast Divine Intervention to invoke your god's aid. Once used, this can never be used again. Huh. Also, still showing Shar here. But we know when we looked at her character sheet, it showed that her deity was Selûne. So that's odd. She's, I guess, somewhere in the middle. I mean, none of these seem that great. I think I'm going to go Thaumaturgy just in case she can use it on other people's intimidation and performance checks. But probably I'm never going to use that cantrip. It just doesn't seem good. Alright, and they just gave me Revivify. Revive a companion. Return him to life with 1 hit point. It's not bad. We have people go down on occasion. I'm not opposed to having that available in case we need it. Dispel evil and good. Undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Only you. Break enchantment, charm, frighten, or possess allies. Probably not then. Yeah, we'll keep Revivify. Call that good. But yeah, when we look here, it shows her deity is Selûne. But when we level her up, it says her deity is Shar. So she's clearly confused about who it is that she's worshipping. Cleric of Selûne.
Is that blood?
Let's loot all the bodies and then we will end the episode. I guess, is there even anything on any of the bodies? An empty bottle. Lovely, I always wanted one. A single gold piece. Okay. You all have nothing of note. Let's check out the Death Shepherd and the Greater Zombies. Ordinary Greatsword, ordinary Half-Plate. Greater Zombies.
And you, my many hands.
Alright. Seems the answer is that no, they don't have anything terribly important on them. We will finish looting and exploring this room in the next episode. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.